Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. This is teacher Ibrahim Ismaili greeting you all. This lesson is directed to second year baccalaureate student. The lesson, as you can see, is called Responding to Good and Bad News. Okay, so let me just put you in a context. Uh, Due to what is happening nowadays in our country, because of the coronavirus. So most of the people are just keeping an eye on their devices, okay, waiting for a good news, okay. We are, in fact, all waiting for this good piece of news that the coronavirus has come to an end, okay. But sometimes we just hear that we are still having other cases throughout Morocco, okay, and this makes us feel bad, okay. So the way we react, or the way you react to a certain piece of news, okay, differ. So sometimes the piece of news is good and then you respond positively, okay, and sometimes the piece of news is bad and you react negatively, okay. So our life is does not go in a linear way, okay. Sometimes we receive good news, sometimes we receive bad news, okay. So this is the this is life, okay. So we cannot receive all the time good news and we cannot receive all the time bad news, okay. So it's fluctuating, okay. So how do you react when you receive a good news, and how do you react when you receive a bad news? This is what we are going to deal with in this lesson, okay. But before I go through this lesson, okay, so if I say, for example, okay, so they have come to find, for example, or they have found an injection for the coronavirus. You say, wow, this is really good. Okay, I'm really glad to hear that. Okay, and when you hear, for example, you know, thousands of people have been killed today because of the coronavirus. Okay, so this makes you feel bad. Okay, so our emotions changes, okay, according to the piece of news that we receive, okay. So let's see a situation, please. Read the following exchange and decide whether they are good news or bad news, okay. So here we have a simple conversation between a father and the son, okay. So the son said, I have some awesome, okay, look at this adjective, I have some awesome news to tell you. That father, what is it? Son, I have got good mark in English test today. Great news. Congratulations. Okay? So here we have an example of receiving a good news. Okay? So what is the father's reaction here? He said, great news. Congratulations. Okay? So he has used two expressions here to express his reaction. Let's move to the next exchange. Teacher and Ahmed. Ahmed, why were you absent yesterday? Ahmed, my father was ill and we took him to the hospital. Teacher, sorry to hear that. Is he fine now? Ahmed, unfortunately, no, he is seriously ill. My goodness, I hope he will recover soon. Okay, so the situation, or the first situation and the second situation, are totally different. Okay, so one is for example, is showing us a situation where we have a good news, and the second one is showing us a situation where we have a bad news. Okay, so and the reactions are different from one situation to another. Okay, so for example, here the teacher said, "Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that." Okay, this is one expression. My goodness. Okay, though some expressions, as we are going to see, can be used when receiving good news and bad news. Okay, so we have here some of the expressions that we could use when when we receive good or bad news. Okay, so we're going to read them and try to classify them. Okay, so when you say sorry to hear that, okay, so do you say this expression when you receive a good news? You say, oh, you have got the first mark in the class. You say, oh, sorry to hear that. No, okay, so this is used with responding to bad news. Okay, wow, that sounds exciting. So this is an expression said when you receive a good news. Okay, you say, for example, oh, your father has came back, for example, from a war. You say, wow, that sounds exciting. Okay, though we are not, for example, dealing with wars in our country. May God protect us all. Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. Okay, so this is an expression that is used, for example, when expressing good news. I really feel, I really feel bad. Okay, I really feel bad. Okay, so when you feel bad, it means that you receive a bad piece of news. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay, oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay, so some expressions, as I said before, okay, can be used in both cases. Okay, so this could be used, for example, when you receive a very good piece of news, as well as it can be used when you receive a bad piece of news. Okay, you say, oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay, so it depends on the situation you are exposed to. Okay, so you can use it in both situations. Next, how fantastic, amazing. Okay, so fantastic is an adjective that we use to describe something that is good. Okay, so it is used to respond to good news. That's awful, that's really bad, that's disgusting. Okay, so these are expressions that we use to respond to a bad news. Great news. Okay, great, something that is great is something that is good. Okay, great news, my goodness. Okay, my goodness also is another expression that could be used with both. Okay, that's great. Okay, so this is also an expression that we could use for responding to good good news. Okay, so here we have got some expressions that could be used, for example, with responding with good news and responding to bad news. Okay, so we have, let's just go through the table quickly. Wow, that sounds exciting. Okay, sounds awesome. How fantastic. Great news. That's great. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay, congratulations. Okay, and on the other side, we have, sorry to hear that. I really feel bad. Oh my God, I can't believe this. That's awful. My goodness. Okay, so now we have got two comments where we have responding to good news and responding to bad news. Okay, let's see the exchanges we have below. Mom, I just got a call. I was accepted in a Canadian visa lottery. Congratulations, Ahmed. I'm so happy for you. Okay, next, Kamal. Sorry for my long absence. My sister was sick and I had to take care of her. Isma, sorry to hear that, Kamal. Kamal, I hope she recovers soon. Okay, so the first one is receiving to a good news, okay, and the second one is receiving to a bad news, okay. So here we have got some situations, and then you are going to decide whether you are going to react positively or negatively. You are going to react with an expression that is used with receiving to good news, or an expression that is used with receiving to reacting to bad news. Okay, my father had an accident yesterday. Okay, so when someone, for example, tells you this, what would be your reaction? Of course, it's a bad news. Okay, so you say, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." Okay, is he okay now? Okay, or you can use other expressions. Hanan, I just saw the doctor. He said that I am pregnant. So, for example, for a woman who is expecting a baby, okay, I just saw the doctor. He said that I'm pregnant. Okay, so say, wow, fantastic. I'm really happy for you. Okay, Hassan, I got accepted in a university abroad. I got accepted in a university abroad. Okay, so when you had the chance to study abroad, okay, so this is a very good experience. Okay, say, wow, I'm really happy for you. Okay, that sounds great. Hisham, the results of the medical checkup are out. They told me that I have cancer. Hey, the results of the medical checkup are out. They told me I have cancer. And when you hear that someone has got a cancer, so you feel bad for him. Okay, you say, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that." Okay, so uh, we have come to the end of this lesson, and I would like to leave you with a very good piece of news. And I tell you, you are all going to succeed in this baccalaureate exam. Okay, just don't worry. Okay, so this is the piece of news you are going to receive by the end of the exams. So, hope you are all fine and take care of yourselves and your relatives. Goodbye.